Hey, we're back to Ryuku, so I'm going to dissolve the alliance with Daiviet, and we are going to attack them, even though we have a royal marriage with them. I was looking for an answer to the question of, how do you Ryuku start properly without running into the problem of liberty desire or religious unity. And I found 3 guides to people who have recently completed this achievement run, and all 3 of them were from before El Dorado. So, and all of them did the I'm just going to vassalize everyone and then use my vassals to fight my wars. So none of and I private messaged all the people that wrote the guides, and nobody had a good answer. So apparently, I'm just gonna die. So that's the plan so far. And if I do die because my Champa vassal implodes on itself from liberty desire, then I will start over and try again and just annex Champa right away. Just like vassalize people and annex them, because you get a 15-year truce when you vassalize somebody, and you can annex them after 10 years. So there's that 5-year period when you can annex them before the truce expires, so they can't declare independence. Or they can, they just would get a truce break. That was a suggestion from one of the dudes who did a world conquest. He's like, you should try that. Anyway, we will use Ayutthaya to kill Daiviet, even though they're allied with each other. That doesn't seem like a good plan. That's not going to work. They're allied to each other. So there's no one I can attack except for Malacca. And I guess that means I have to attack Malacca. Die, Malacca! How dare you exist when I don't want you to. Alright, so we get some war exhaustion for declaring a no CB war. We also lose some stability. But because we only have 2 provinces and the revolt risk of each province is negative like 15 base, it doesn't matter how much revolt risk or war exhaustion we get. So Ayutthaya should get called in, and they should go and crunch Malacca, and then I can go and join them. Join them. I'd also like to build up to a large enough army. So I just took a moment to kind of try to remember where I am in this game. So I might have forgotten something crucial, like the fact that I'm out of manpower and have tons of war exhaustion. I think maybe I should have waited 4 years before starting the war, but I figure Ayutthaya can kill them without me, so there's no real need to wait. And usually, unless Ayutthaya wants territory, they will grant me the siege of stuff. So they'll probably take like the one province they have a claim on, and then give the rest to me. Yeah, they only have claims on one province. We don't have enough manpower. Alright, so let's split this army in half. -3 stability, baby. And run down and take control of some sieges. If you just put one guy in a province, then your allies will siege it for you. That's like secret code for come siege this for me, please. And my Champa vassal is up to 9 little dudes, but he's still not a big fan of mine. Rebellious. I'm an unjust tyrant. Wouldn't it be funny if Ming supported the independence of Champa from me? Would be very sad. So I'm gonna need to fight both Ayutthaya and Daiviet at once when I do eventually fight them. So I don't know if I want to just pick that alliance back up. I mean, now that I broke the alliance and then declared a war, I should have actually quite low relations with them. I completed my quest to build an army for our nation. So apparently there were also recently changes to the way army tradition works. It used to be that every time you fought a battle, your army tradition would go up. And you'd get more for losing than winning, but I think they divided that by 4 or something, so you don't get any army tradition from battles anymore. Not 0, but you get almost 0. So apparently the best way to get your army tradition super high now is to carpet siege, because each completed siege is plus a little bit of Nis. Ooh, our Ayutthaya friend's gonna lose this battle. Maybe we should back up, wait for him to replenish his troop supply, and then come back with him, rather than trying to salvage the battle. Run, Ayutthaya, run! My current quest is to have more troops than Lan Na, which the easiest way to complete that quest is just to kill Lan Na. Alright, so let's make sure at least one of my dudes has people attaching to me. Yeah. It'd be nice to get my little buddy to attach so that I can control when the fights happen, because as you can see, he's going back in right now, and it's really not a good plan. He should wait until all of his troops are replenished. But maybe his manpower is low. And if you're out of manpower, your troops are never going to replenish anyway, so no need to wait for it. Good, so I got my friend to attach to me, which means that I don't need to make my own general. Bun dum bun dum bun. Looks like I do have provincial unrest in Okinawa. That's a little bit crazy. Rebel faction's only at 10% though, so no biggie. We're gonna fight 15,000 troops with our much less than 15,000 troops, hoping that our military tech is higher than theirs, but it is not, and we lost by a mile. That was a little cavalier, don't you think? I'm just like, I'm gonna attack and see what happens. I was hoping to stack wipe the 3 stack and then get attacked by the 12 stack, giving me defender's advantage against an even-sized army, but instead I just kind of got crushed against 15,000 troops. That's not what I wanted. So let's look into getting an awesome general. Oh, we already have an awesome general in our king. How's Ayutthaya's general? He's a 2-1, so we should put our king in charge of this. I think I took my king out of leading the army because he's good. No, he's not. He's 1-1-1. He's awful. How's my income? I've got enough money to hire a discipline advisor for just a little while. Not forever, but for a little while. So I'm going to wait until all of my troops show up. You notice the the war screen thinks that we have a combined like 22,000 troops because it's counting the vassals that will never ever help me for any reason. It doesn't realize that I'm a 2 base tax tiny nation whose vassals will never help him. Though I imagine this Liberty Desire is never going to drop, right? It's over 140, you know, like I'd have to gain territory for it to drop, and I don't see how I can gain territory. Especially not while keeping my admin points for tech rather than spending them all on stability. Alright, Ayutthaya. You've got 1,432 horses this month, now 1,632, so we got about 2 more months to wait for you before you're ready to fight. More admin. Alright, 1,832 and 2,000. Okay, so Ayutthaya's total army size is only 8. So I could kill them if this were the prior patch and my vassals were willing to fight for me, because me and my vassals together have 16,000 troops, and I could easily go over force limits by 2, though not while keeping my advisor. Alright, so here we go. Same thing as last time. We're going to try to stack wipe before the battle starts, and this time I'm using a very good general, so hopefully I'll do better. But nope. I mean, I did much better. Last time they ended the fight with 13,000, and this time they ended the fight with 9,000, so that's good. How's the manpower of Malacca? Malacca, lacca, lacca. They have 2 heavy ships? What are they thinking? Who builds heavy ships when you're like a total of 7 base stacks? Alright, Malacca has 0 manpower, as I had hoped. How's Ayutthaya's manpower? Ayutthaya has 0 manpower. And the miners, Ayutthaya's vassal and Malacca's vassal, we're just going to ignore for now. But hopefully Ayutthaya is going to hire some mercenaries. I've got almost 0 manpower as well. So if you just hire some mercs, this battle would be over. If I hadn't broken the alliance with Daiviet, this would have gone a lot better. Malacca, lacca, lacca. Nice. They retreated, so they're not going to get any successful sieges against us. Let's try to get a defender's bonus on a river. Grassland river will be fine. Hopefully Ayutthaya can hire some mercs. Are they still with me? Yeah, they're still with me. So we got 13,000 troops right here. If we split our troops between these two provinces, then we'll hold both rivers. And then we can reinforce. So we'll put Ayutthaya's dudes down here and my dudes up here. And then wherever they attack, we'll reinforce right when the battle starts. Okay, April 2nd. So it's April 1st, and we're going to move our troops up there. Hopefully, see, these troops are going south, so now it's going to be 13 against 10, so we should win this fight no problem. Oh, he switched positions. Still, we win the fight, though. We just needed to get river advantages. Although it didn't actually say we had a river advantage, so I don't know. Maybe we just needed to be awesome people. Alright, so do we try to stack wipe, or do we just siege this province and then let them come hit us again? Because they're out of manpower. And... oh, no one's attached to me for a sec. Come on, attach. Okay, so we got 10. If we chase them down to stack wipe, we're going to take a lot of attrition. Alright. Let's split up again and play defensively. My manpower recovery rate is 100 per month. We need 1,800 troops to fully reinforce, so in 18 months we'll be ready to fight again. Bring it. Bring it. I wonder... I mean, I'm taking 5 times 1% attrition. Ooh, here we go. So they're coming on the 27th. We'll wait till the 26th. Oh, they're coming on the 31st. Well, we're going to reinforce early, try to discourage the attack, because I think they might stack wipe my 3-sized army. And that's 4 stack, but only 2,400 men. This is a little bit spooky. And I might want to put my weakest dude over here so that we don't reset the siege progression every time we fake them. Siege progress. So every time they go to attack me, I'm going to go to reinforce, and that will cause them to change their minds, which will not reset the siege progress because I'm leaving those 400 dudes behind. So that should hopefully allow me to finish the siege, although it's going to take a long time. And during that time, it's hard to tell whether I'm gaining an advantage or falling behind. Since my units are in his territory, he should reinforce faster than me, but we're both sides are out of manpower, so really the reinforcement rate should be based on our base tax, or our base manpower recovery rate. And Ayutthaya should have a much bigger manpower recovery rate than Malacca. Malacca. I think maybe that general played a reasonable role in the last fight too. I took prestige instead of money, because prestige affects morale, and morale affects victory in combat situations. Let's check on tech. Yeah, we can get our next admin and military techs. I had been saving up points rather than taking the next tech for a couple of reasons. First, so that I can westernize if I ever happen to get in a situation where that matters, but also just because it makes techs cheaper, and I need techs to be as cheap as possible because I'm Chinese tech, which is minus 60%. Malacca. Okay. Oh no, Ayutthaya just bailed on me. Ooh, that's not good. White peace it is. Bummer. Luckily, though, that they'd actually take white peace, because that would have sucked if they wouldn't. So, we got a bunch of war exhaustion and negative stability and aggressive expansion for no benefit. That's pretty good. That's what we always wanted. So the first truce to expire should be this one. Lan Na's truce with Khmer. Khmer and Lan Na. When it expires, I think... Yeah, there's no benefit to vassalizing Khmer because the only land they have cores on is already given to Champa. Lan Na has claims on lots of stuff, so I'll probably try to vassalize them. Ooh, I was just going to say I'm going to fast forward till the truce expires, and then the truce expired. So good, time to fight. So I suspect my good friend here will not join me in this next fight. And Daiviet doesn't want to re-ally because he's like, you know, if you don't want to be friends, then fine, let's not be friends. So let's up relations with our two allies again. I don't know, maybe I should just strengthen my allies and annex my vassal and just hope that my vassals are scary enough that my allies are scary enough that my vassal will never declare independence. Or do I want to fight one more war first? He wants me to have a stronger army and navy before he'll be willing to accept my alliance. He also would like for me to be his religion, which I would also like a lot, or to have a neutral attitude, or a friendly attitude. That's just kind of random. It randomly switches between friendly and not so friendly over time. So Yuthia with their 0 manpower and reasonable war exhaustion is probably not willing to come help me fight Lan Na. Let's try annexing our vassal. Because I want this game to end now if it's impossible to annex my vassal. I don't want to wait and find out later that all this was for nothing. So here we go. Vassal annexation. He should declare independence. When I tried to annex France, when I was Great Britain and I had them as a vassal, they declared independence at about 40% progress towards annexation. So I don't know that I even want to start another war while I'm annexing my vassal because that might make him more likely to declare independence. I mean, going as fast as we can is really important, but if they ditch us, we're in some trouble. So let's not do it. He's spreading the Hindu faith everywhere that he can. I wish I could convert to Hindu, but apparently animists can't convert voluntarily. They have to convert through missions or rebels. And I don't know how I would get religious rebels. The only rebels that threaten me are Cham patriots, meaning they want to go to Champa, and Ryuku peasants, meaning they want to lower autonomy or raise autonomy. Lower my control of their nonsense is what they want to do. This is going to take forever. Look at that. Let's try getting a diplomatic advisor and defunding my army. Ooh, you can also reduce inflation. And possibly upping stability will have a positive effect here. I want to keep my stability low because it saves admin points for when you're truce breaking or no CB warring. And I wanted to do no CB wars with Malacca, Pasai, and Brunei, and Kutai. And just take all that stuff with no CB wars. Because you saw it doesn't really upset anyone. It doesn't upset China. And China's the only scary person left in the area. So if it doesn't upset Japan or China, then I should do it, right? Those are the rules. But I'm worried about rebels and independence especially, so I want to keep my stability as high as I can. Well, I want to keep it at +1. So when's this annexation going to complete? 1477. That's no fun, but it'll work. I can't. It's too early to tell, but if this works, I'm gonna say I can't believe that worked, because they have a 140% liberty desire, and they have a much stronger army than me. But I do have me and my ally together would be strong enough to take them. So Maybe it's all good. Enemy of my enemy, broke alliance, improved relations. Ooh, they're almost ready to take an alliance even though nothing's really changed. Nice, they're taking an alliance. They must have lost their army just now. Well, we broke alliance with them for no reason, but it didn't really hurt us for very long. They probably wouldn't have helped us in an OCB war against Malacca anyway. They're not big fans of fighting Malacca. I think I checked before I ended last episode whether they would help me because Malacca had been my planned next step, and they said no. So I was like, well, I won't attack Malacca then. And then I did. And then I did. Truce expired with Pegu. Good news is once I annex Champa, any number of vessels will remain loyal because I will be ginormous. Ginormous. 6 more years, baby. Super quick. Super quick rock set. Let's fight Khmer. I'm too impatient for this. Alright, no CB against Khmer. What about Lan Na? No CB against Lan Na. What about Ava? I definitely have a CB against Ava, right? Yep, they're truce with me. What about Pegu? Good. I can kill Pegu and feed all their territory to my little vassal. We'll do a reconquest war, and we'll only call Diviet, because Pegu doesn't seem very strong. I think EU4 would probably want some territory, so if we don't call them, we can always call them later. Ha! That'll teach my unfaithful vassal. He got stack wiped. Next time, maybe your liberty desire could be a little lower, huh? Huh? That'd be okay. Access through youth. I can't believe I didn't have access. That's funny. I'm going to keep my army unfunded and go siege some stuff. Oop. Should probably fund it because they're about to retreat into me and I could stack wipe them if I had a funded army. They're fleeing upwards. Whatever, I got lots of money. I'll fund my army just for funsies. Okay, good. So now we're going to split off exactly 2,000 men here. Send 2,000 men to the capital of Pegu. Awesome, and then we're going to consolidate and split off my little tiny dude to go all the way home. And hide. We'll hide at home. SMS. Are you going to take a nap so we can play Dungeons and Dragons? I assume she's talking to Melissa, because I don't play Dungeons and Dragons. Dun 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 dun. I'm kind of a translator. My wife uses Facebook, but she doesn't check email regularly. Kim wants to know if you shall sleep long enough to D&D. So people message me through SMS, and then I have to send Melissa a Facebook message. I'm like a cute little translator. Although I'm very tall, I'm not really cute or little, but you know what I mean. The fact that my small, attractive wife makes me do it makes her cute and little, so the translator is cute and little too, just as a side benefit of her cute littleness. So money is really hard to come by, and I'm kind of pissing it away right now. I'd like to defund at least enough so that I maintain... Oh, a little too much. I want to defund just enough so that my armies stay full strength, because otherwise my sieges won't progress. Looks like Diviet kept control of that province. I'm not sure why. Are they really trying to take that province from me? So you can see these numbers right here are going down each month, so Looks like I have to fully fund my army, and I'm not going to do that, so I will just completely defund it. Let Diviet do all the heavy lifting. Awesome, so Diviet just gave me the control of sieges, and now I can go in here. Let's fund the army just for the fight. And then we're going to stack wipe, finish sieging up Pegu, vassalize Pegu, and then probably attack Ava. So annexation is 50% and they haven't declared independence yet. This is so sweet. I was afraid of nothing, man. You didn't need to worry about it. I burnt through like 200 months of making a tiny amount of money. Let's see if I can feed everything to my vassal, or if I should just vassalize Pegu. Let's see, Pegu, do you have any claims on anything? They have lots of claims, and my existing vassal does not. So I should just vassalize Pegu, and then I could gift... No, I could just annex that guy. Yeah, I'm going to vassalize Pegu without annexation. Ryuku vassal! Nice. Another vassal for me. Alright, now I'm going to enforce Pegu's claims against Ava. And Ava will call in Lan Na. Or I can... No, after I'm done annexing my buddy, I can attack Khmer. These guys don't have a claim against Lan Na. Very sad. They do have a claim against Tangu. But so do I. Alright, so we'll try attacking Ava, and if we can't... Oh! Khmer wants to support the independence. Well, nothing I can do about that. So how's this Ava war going? Nope, still truce. So we're going to fast forward until our truce with Ava ends and then attack Ava. And in the meantime, if I finish this annexation, I should be able to fabricate some claims against Lan Na and Khmer. And then all will be well. Also, I should probably up my relations with Pegu, even though with my current nation strength, the liberty desire will always be 100%. But, you know, maybe once I annex Champa, then I will wish that I had upped my relations with Pegu preemptively. So successful annexation of Champa is going to lower my diplomatic reputation by 3, which will make my cute little baby vassal right here more likely to revolt. But he's just a cute little baby vassal, so I'm not super worried. I mean, it's a total of 5 troops, which is as many troops as I have, so maybe I should be a little concerned. But what can you do? So still losing money hand over fist, as they say, mostly because advisors are too expensive. I'm going to ditch the discipline advisor. I only took him because we were having some really close battles and I thought he could help me win. I'm not anticipating a hard fight anytime soon, so we'll lose prestige instead of military power. Military power is long-term, prestige is short-term. So I need to fight Diviet and Ayutthaya together, which would require 22 troops from me. Actually, 27 troops from me. So in order to get 27 strength, I think I need to kill every single other nation out here. Yay for annexation. Ava still has a truce. Yeah, truce with Ryuku ends in 1 year. But my annexation ends the year after, so I'll wait 2 years and then go. Man, if this annexation completes, I'm going to be disappointed. Yep. They did declare independence, but actually it was my baby vassal declared independence, not the one I'm punching in the nostrils. So actually, it's as good because this is a core of Pegu, so I'd rather just give it back to Pegu anyway. Champa would like to reject your proposal of annexation. And they declared war on me. So yeah, this is what happened with France too. They wait until I'm almost done and then they declare independence. So if we win the war against them, then we'll be able to annex them again. But it costs a bunch of Diplo points just to get them to revolt, and then you have to pay a bunch more Diplo points again to start it over. But this time they'll be in a truce, so if they declare independence, they'll take truce problems. Although they might do it anyway. I mean, if you were literally going to be out of the game in 2 months unless you declared war taking 3 stability hit, you would take the 3 stability hit, wouldn't you? I'm a little concerned that my good allies are going to steal provinces from my disloyal vassal. That could be bad. But all this coming to a head was expected. And I was just about to say how disappointed I'd be if this didn't happen, because I really like the concept that you can't really hold on to a vassal who's more powerful than you. It doesn't make any sense for like a 2 base tax Japanese island to have vassalage over all these ginormous nations, you know, like they should declare independence. I'm surprised so many people supported Champa's independence but not Arakan's, and then Arakan declared independence instead of Champa, and then Champa joined them, and then none of the people who declared that they would help came. So, haha. It's interesting that in order to secure the loyalty of your subject, you kind of have to wipe all of their precious army. Their army is kind of my army, so it's like I'm hurting myself. Stop hitting yourself. Stop hitting yourself. Alright, so we want to split into 5 little armies, and then spread out to 5 provinces. Aww. If you're standing in the province before their retreat reaches it, then you stack wipe them. But if you come into it slightly later with 1,000 troops, it doesn't work out. It's not good. Not good. And I'm going to take the advice from EU4 subreddit that said that army tradition comes from sieging stuff rather than fighting. And I'm just going to, you know, let my dudes siege stuff rather than fight. Expensive advisors. Let's give control of this to Pegu. I don't need you, tiny vassal with no claims on anyone. If I'm really going for a world conquest, I don't know that we can afford to spend the first 50 years trying to get one province. I'll have to go look up the pace, but I know that in most Ryuku world conquest attempts, you secure all of this Southeast Asia stuff in successive wars without waiting for any truces, so it should take like 20 years. So it should be over in like 1464 or something. Alright, first idea group has to be exploration, because otherwise we couldn't westernize, right? So we will explore a province. Interesting that we can't even reach that. Our colonial range is only 60. Wow, that's really sad. And we haven't even discovered that terra incognita. So, will be a second before we can colonize. Jumpa, 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 jumpa. You cannot negotiate a separate peace with someone who is a former subject of the defender. But they're not a former subject of the defender. Oh. Maybe they are. Maybe I'm the defender. Ooh, revolt in Okinawa or lose prestige and gain revolt risk in Okinawa. Let's gain revolt risk in Okinawa. We'll lose a little bit of trade power as well. Oh, looks like Lan Na attacked my vassal. That's not good. But nothing I can do about it without losing a bunch of prestige, because I don't have claims on Lana. Hopefully they won't be able to get their war score high enough to take anything. Champa, 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 champa. My rebel factions are non-existent, so even though there's revolt risk everywhere, I don't seem to mind. Alright, while we're sieging stuff, I'm going to go check the benchmark for when I should be fighting Ming. Because, best case, I'll be fighting Ming in 1490. And that doesn't seem like it's fast enough. World Conquest Ryuku. Alright, so each of my allies is holding some of their own siege stuff. It's kind of upsetting. They should transfer control to me once they've given up on the prospect of getting enough war score to do what they want to do. Like, what they do is they grab all their own claims, and then they try to grab as much territory as they need to get the war score to enforce their claims, and then once the enemy is full sieged, they give up. And they're like, I guess I'm never going to get my own claims, I'll just give you control. And that's much better. Okay, let's see. Melissa's not on, so Kim keeps asking me questions, and I can't answer them. She also sent a picture of a cat running away from a banana. Important stuff. Important stuff. So we've made it this far with 0 rebels. Or we have 1 revolt, but we crushed it pretty easily. And all of our prior attempts have ended in us dying to rebels. This one didn't quite yet. I don't think we have enough admin or military power for that to be worth it. Bushido event. Basically, it says you get a 5% discount on tech cost for a small amount of time if you pay me 20 admin points. But I'm not going to tech up for like 5 years or something, so I don't. It'll have expired by the time I would have used it. Off with his head. Let's see if I can get someone to attach to one of my armies. There we go. So you go reserve the progress of that siege. Actually, I can just have them spawn on top of the existing EU4 army. Yeah, there we go. No problem, man. Jumpa, 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 jumpa. So since I can't declare a separate peace, and I already basically have 100% war score, let's just look at... So I could offer them independence. If I don't offer them independence, then I get to keep whatever I want. So I could just give... Do I want anything from them? I mean, no. I don't know why I sieged them all the way up if I could have just ended the war whenever I had 20 war score. So I kind of want sand away, and I can't take anything else if I get it, so no independence for you. See, but it gave Champa independence. And it didn't give sand away to Pegu, but that's no big deal. I can just hand it to Pegu. I think I should start over. Unless I can declare war to regain. No. There's no way for me to hold on to Champa in that war. That doesn't make any sense. There was no option of maintain the alliance. There's just take territory. Ugh. See, the person who revolts first, you get, if you win the war, they stay your vassal. But apparently, anyone who assists the person who revolts first, you can't keep them as a vassal? That can't be right, but whatever happened, I'm starting over. Oh, that sucked. That was my best run so far, though, and I'm not even dead yet. I could probably gobble up a bunch of territory from Lan Na and Khmer and give it to Pegu and maybe annex Pegu. But if I'm going for world conquest, it can't just be okay. It has to be awesome. Lame. Alright, next episode, try